Yeah, number two, just like God said, the powers in the dark places in the world, the principalities and different things of sorts. See, the powers don't have authority, but they have powers. And see, this is what I'm trying to tell you. See, the people in power facilitate, but they can't change the laws. The laws are what they are. See, they have to enforce the law. But then sometimes they become personal and they try to change the dynamics, man. And that's when we get screwed up. Because it's a small percentage that does not apply. See, it does not apply to the condition. See, so listen to this here. They'll be speaking and talking according to a condition, saying what's going to happen, this is how this is going to go, because this is how it always went according to this and according to that. And it doesn't. And people, the laymen or the mortals, they will listen to them because they figure they know what they're talking about. They ignore the contracts. They ignore the policies. They ignore the lease, they ignore the laws, but they listen to what someone else says because of what their position is. And their position has power, but it does not have authority because it cannot change the laws for what it is. If you got somebody, that's what God said, keep doing what you're supposed to do. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to be just fine. Now, when you're doing what you're supposed to do, if somebody tell you something different than what the contract says, because of you looking at their power and you figure that they know what they're talking about, which in most times they, according to a condition, they do know what they're talking about. But if you listen to what they are saying and ignore what the laws and the contract is, then that's on you. That's why God always tells you this. Now, you got some people that get so personal into it when they have power, they will take the authority and sign their name on something. Even though they know it's illegal and that it's bogus, but they know, they think like this, it ain't gonna come back at me because they underestimating other people. You understand? Y'all stick with me now. Y'all stick with me now. Y'all stick with me now. See, because they underestimate other people. So they'll put their name on it sometimes. And a lot of times they get away with that. It's very few times. If somebody squeezes through the cracks, right? And they take it personal. They will put their name on, but see, the thing is about when you put your name on something, you got to put a code. See, because when you moving through the system like that, somebody got to sign off on that. See, so the people that's in the power that facilitate, they take that authority and they do it. And a lot of times they get away with it. The smallest percentage of time that they do it, they get away with it, right? So nobody ever knows because the people who they did to never say anything, so it's nothing said. But they don't face those situations all the time. But here it is, they come to a situation and they do it and they sign their name up and they get caught with it. That's when they go to their co-workers. They go to their subordinates, their co-workers, or their colleagues or whoever. And man, look, the kumbaya. Man, look, I need your help on this. You know, woo, 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 woo. And if you're a friend, and if that's something your friend did, I suggest you to not get involved. Okay? No. Because they didn't tell you before they did it. The only reason they telling you now and asking for your help is because they got caught. You got to understand something, man. They didn't tell you in the beginning because they knew you was going to say something because of your good morals and your integrity. I'm not with that. And they know you would check them. See, but they coming to you now because they sweating, they panicking, and they figure you're a real, real good friend. No, but you're not a good friend. You my friend, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm your friend, but you're not my friend because you wouldn't have did that. And you would not be coming to me trying to get me caught up with you. You didn't put your name in something you shouldn't have did. You knew that was illegal when you was doing. Matter of fact, why did you do it anyway? If you know, why would you put your name on something like that? Why would you sign something like that? See where we're at now, man? Then you got the other smaller people who listen to all of these different people. You're telling them about a contract and you telling them about the law. They're not trying to hear you. They telling you, don't nobody go by that stuff. That's the other thing. Stay away from people who always telling you, don't nobody go by the law. They've been doing it for the longest. Ain't nothing gonna ever change. You could be right, but don't never stop exercising your right, because if you don't exercise your right, you're never gonna know. You don't have anything to do with anybody else. You're not a spearhead for everybody. You for yourself, man. You trying to, look, you got to protect you. When they coming at you, that's who they coming at. They ain't coming at everybody. They ain't coming at them. They coming at you. And if they coming at you illegally, the only way somebody going to know is if you express it, man. You don't know why. But I tell you, sometimes, man, you got to look at the time frame. If somebody tell you something, man, about somebody or anything, you understand what I'm saying? Make it make sense to you before you start going off into another area. Stop working with sentiments. Oh, well, this is my friend's mama, and she was a police officer for 30 years, and this and that. Oh, no, ain't no sentiments, man. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, man. Look at the time frame. Look at the time frame. If the person is talking about an issue 3 years ago, Why are they bringing it up now? How come they didn't bring it up 3 years ago? Why they bring it up 3 years ago? Why they bring it up now? If something happened 3 years ago, why they bring it up now? Make it make sense, man. Time frame. I don't care nothing about what said, who said, whatever. Make it make sense. Why is it coming up now and it didn't come up 3 years ago? That's the only thing you need to know, the science. If everything is so whatever, why didn't they say something 3 years ago? You think about that. Sometimes, man, we put people so much on the pedestal and we just listen to the sob story and we don't even look into the science of it, of not only that, into all of it. Look into everything that has something to do relevant to what they're talking about and make it make sense. It's real simple. Hey, man, I don't come with you with the Bible, but it's always about God. One more, couple more.